Was established. It was really started in 1960. By 1965, we were already here in Tanzania, actually, and we started spreading our first green revolution varieties, which is called IR8. That variety, which really revolutionized the rice production and helped Asia to get out of poverty. And since that time, we have been here. We have our first board here in 1984. We have a memorandum of understanding as the first country in Africa. And now we are expanding. We are hoping that also we will have a host country agreement here where we can place more staff. We now have 11 staff in the country, but hopefully we'll double or even triple that staff to not work for Tanzania, but to make Tanzania also as a hub for the region in the future. So we are very happy to see this progress, and I'm sure working together with the support of the government, with national partners, with all the countries we are working with. You see in this meeting we have about 11 countries represented, but we are working in more of that. Actually, we have 16 countries that we have our regional network covering, and we are moving forward now to cover all countries in sub-Saharan Africa and provide all the support they want to make sure that they become self-sufficient in rice and they gain self-sovereignty, because now it's kind of a real humiliation for us in Africa to see that we have all these resources and water and land, and we are not able to feed ourselves. We are still dependent on others, and that dependence will not stay long. So we have to be really prepared to have sufficient food, at least for the region, where we can exchange it from one region to another. We are hoping that also African countries start working on their policies, remove restrictions between borders. They should be able to exchange knowledge, exchange seeds, exchange fertilizers without limitation. And with that, if you do this, we will be able to have enough food, because each country is good in one or two commodities, not everything. Some countries like Tanzania can really lead into rice. Some countries can lead in livestock like Kenya, a lot of grazing land. And some countries can lead in sorghum or in millet or in maize. So if we do that and then have every country move their commodities around, I'm sure we'll have sufficient food for our continent, and we do not need to rely on Asian and other markets, which are now dwindling. It is not safe. It is not secured any longer now. And we have seen that during COVID-19, where countries are not able to have enough food. We are seeing now with Ukraine war, where the food becomes so expensive in Africa. Even in some countries, you see turmoil, people demonstrating because the food prices become way beyond their salaries and other things. So we need really to break that. The other thing is we need also to make sure our value chains are short and condensed, and most of the profit from